Hello and welcome to my channel. This is Julie Krabanoff with a steampunk side-loaded envelope that I created. This is a side-loaded steampunk envelope that I created for a gal named Heather, who's in one of my Facebook groups that I belong to, and she really surprised me in the last swap that I participated in. And so I just wanted to send her a little something extra. And so I did end up creating this envelope for her. She enjoys steampunk. It's one of the things that she enjoys doing, so I decided to make her something steampunk. And I really enjoy steampunk creations that other people make, but it isn't my number one go-to choice. So it was good to kind of step outside of my box a little bit and make something somewhat steampunk. I don't know if I would call this a full steampunk creation, but pretty close, I guess. And again, I used the Graphic 45 Steampunk Debutante collection that I've had in my stash for a while, and so I'll kind of show you guys this up close a little bit better. So this little image right here I did cut out from the paper collection, and I tried to add a few little extra embellishments to her, like I had some of these watch pieces and game pieces and cogs and wheels and stuff from some jewelry making stuff that I had. And also this little rose embellishment came from Tuesday Morning, and I had some little rose embellishment or resin pieces. And the little clock there, I don't think it shows up on the camera, but I did add some glossy accents to that. And I also added glossy accents to the little crow that was sitting on her arm there. I did use some copper embossing powder to color her wings to make it a little more steampunk. And up on the hat, I did some more decorating, and then I did add this little die cut chipboard piece that she had actually gifted to me in our swap, so I decided to use something that she had gifted me. So I think that turned out really cute, the way she turned out. And then on the top of the envelope right here, I added some of those little metal and pieces and the little watch right here, which these are buttons. And then also out of the paper collection, I fussy cut some butterflies and added the little game piece and some little metal embellishments that I had in my stash. I added some rose trim and some black and silver bling right on the corners right there. So I really like how it turned out. And on the inside, I did include some of these little gold gems or bling. And some of this bling that I cut apart to use down here. I'm gifting her some of that because I have a huge roll of it. I'm also gifting her, I had some more pieces left of those little metal game pieces, so I'm including those in the package. And I also had these in my collection that not quite sure actually where I got them, and I have quite a few of them, but I am gifting these to her. They're little metal rings that you can embellish. And so I think they kind of look industrial or steampunk, so hopefully she can do something with it. And I guess, Heather, if you are watching this and you do end up making something with these, I'd love to see a picture of it, just because I have a few more of them and I'm not quite sure what to do with them, I guess. And I did decorate up some of the clothespins too with a little bit of that bling. But I think that's kind of a cute way to stuff your stuff in there and be able, in your envelopes, and be able to pull it out, is using the clothespins. And of course I did create her a wand, just because I've been having so much fun lately creating wands. I used one of my Spellbinders dies to create this piece right here. And again, I cut out the circle using my Spellbinders die. I stamped the words to from, and that's a personal stamp exchange or PSX stamp. And again, I cut out, fussy cut out one of the butterflies and just added a little bit of extra on that. I did hang some gold bead trim and some eyelash trim in the colors of the paper on the wand, and I just used a paper straw as my handle. And these are some paper straws I picked up at Tuesday Morning, and I have to say they're really nice straws because they're a little more sturdier than some, so they don't really fall apart or bend like some of them do. And within the paper collection, when I bought it, it did have some chipboard pieces and some stickers. So the steampunk word comes from the sticker sheet. And this little lady is one of the chipboard pieces. And again, I put another one of those resin flowers with a metal embellishment behind it. And then the rosette. But I really like how that turned out. Really cute. And let's see, I did also, I put a sheet of this black bling in there. And I cut out some of the pieces. I don't know if she owns this paper collection or not, but they had some really nice cutouts in the paper collection. So I did just cut them out and am gifting her some of those. And let's see, here's some more of the die cuts from the paper collection, or the cutouts. And then I am gifting her, I had a few die cuts that were kind of steampunk in my collection, so I did cut some out and am gifting her some of those. So hopefully you can use those. And so that's kind of what the front of the envelope looks like without anything in it. And then the other thing that I did that I really liked on the back side is I did create a little envelope or a tuck spot. And I used my Heartfelt Creations die for that one. I'm really liking these border dies that Heartfelt Creations has that are just angled like this. You can do a lot of different things with them. And this one's the Fleur Border Basics. And so I did use this also back on my Valentine loaded envelope also. And so I used it again because I thought this was kind of a cute idea on the back side. My original plan was to stick a card in here, and I do have a card which I'll show you guys, but the envelope is a little bit too big so it doesn't fit in there. So I did make her a set of embellishments that I'll stick in there. And so here's the embellishments that I made. This was one of the cutouts from the paper collection, and I just put a little bling around it. And then down here, again, I just have some little embellishments with the butterflies that I fussy cut out and the metal pieces and some bling. And then I typed up on my computer some different quotes and sayings that I like. So that one like says, "Don't forget to fly." That one says, "Be your beautiful self." This one says, "Believe in magic." And this one says, "With brave wings, she flies." And I just created these with this Martha Stewart punch. What I like about these punches is it has two settings on them. So you have the bold or the solid background, and then the little border die on those. So a fun little punch to have in my collection. And then the last thing I have to show you guys is the card that I created. And it's just kind of a quick and simple card. It was one of the paper cutouts from the paper collection, and I just added bling around it, and I layered it up on another piece of the paper from the paper collection. And on the inside I had a scrap, so I just attached it right there and also stamped the word "thank you." And then as far as the how I put the loaded envelope together, you know how most of the time when you buy the 6x9 envelopes, they come like this, and then you load them from the top? Well, I found these envelopes, I believe, at Walmart, and they're just craft envelopes, but they open up. They're 6 this way and 9 this way, and they open up this way instead of the normal way like this. And so what I ended up doing for this one is I just folded in this part of the envelope and attached it just to add a little extra security. And then, of course, then I just layered on some of the paper from the paper collection on both sides. So it's a pretty easy loaded envelope to create. So thank you guys so much for watching. And Heather, if you do see this video, I really hope that you like the project. I'm not going to post it until I think you've received it. So thanks again for being a great swap partner, and I hope you guys enjoy this loaded envelope. If you have any questions, please leave them below, and I also appreciate any comments. So thanks so much for watching, and have a great day.